Now to news from the courts. The defense wrapped up its cross-examination in the testimony of a lead investigator in the Frank Smith bribery and extortion trial in the Industrial Tribunal this morning. LaDon Davis was in court for the proceedings.
Lead investigator Superintendent U.L. Johnson took the witness stand once again in the Frank Smith bribery and extortion trial on Friday. During his cross-examination, defense attorney Keith Knight QC asked the lead investigator if he called owner of the Magic Touch cleaning company Barbara Hanna several times on her cell phone before she gave a statement to police on July 3, 2017. Johnson told the court that he had no contact with Ms. Hanna until after her statement on July 3rd. The defense attorney quoted Barbara Hanna's testimony given on November 29, 2017. Mr. Knight told the court that Hanna said she had come under pressure and that she was not the one who went to the police. The police called her in, but she didn't go to them. According to the attorney, Hanna said she felt at a disadvantage, and when the police called her in, she refused to go. The attorney said she didn't go for days, and he says she claimed that she was giving evidence against her will. Mr. Knight asked Superintendent Johnson if he called Hanna. Johnson replied again he called Hanna only after she gave her statement on the 3rd of July, 2017. Attorney Knight later revealed that Hanna said she was frustrated and uncomfortable with the calls she received from the police. She said she had a business to attend to, but the calls kept on coming, and she later said she went to see what it was all about. Attorney Knight later asked Superintendent Johnson if he was aware that Hanna went to the police for persistent calls. Johnson replied, "No, sir," and that she never asked him any questions. The defense attorney later asked Superintendent Johnson if he contacted Hanna after she gave her statement or after arresting Smith. Johnson replied that he made contact with Hanna after Smith was arrested. Knight also asked Johnson if he consulted the Attorney General's office before Smith was arrested. Johnson said he consulted with the Director of Public Prosecutions and the AG's office prior to Smith's arrest on July 20th. Additionally, Knight asked Johnson if he contacted the DPP with an incomplete file. Johnson replied, "Yes, sir," but he said he was advised by the AG's office to get another statement from Barbara Hanna. Johnson took another statement from Barbara Hanna on July 20th, 2017, several weeks before her first statement. Knight asked Superintendent Johnson how is it that Hanna signed her statement on the 3rd of July, inclusive of that statement, but you were asked about the 20th of July and signatures. Johnson said he typed the statement on the computer and that it was a mistake that he did not change the date on the statement presented in court. Johnson said on July 20th, Hanna presented further information and signed both statements. A Bank of the Bahamas employee and Barbara Hanna are expected to take the witness stand. Meanwhile, the Frank Smith bribery and extortion trial continues with a special sitting on Saturday. LaDon Davis, ZNS Network News.